Good evening. Good evening. How's it going? I have been nursing a hangover all day. Because yesterday I drank an entire bottle of wine and some beer. So I've done fuck all today. I spent most of it sleeping, and I still have a headache. It's been like well over a year since I last had any wine. And it's because I'm always like, well, it has more sugar, so I'm like, I should probably avoid it because sugar. And,
we're almost there.
it's a very different
Anyone
drunk
having
than
second
beer
thoughts?
drunk.
Not me.
We're with you to the
There's
end,
a,
Sid.
Then what are we waiting for?
Kind of hard to see. There is a cat there that is a demon. I'm gonna be checking on her because she cannot be trusted. She will claw shit up and chew shit up, and I don't want holes in the screen so bugs can get into the window. Anytime I hear a random noise, I'm gonna have to look behind me just to make sure she's not like trying to burrow her way through a screen. This is cool looking.
It's beautiful.
The heart of Sambrek.
I don't think that did anything, Sid.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The core's clearly made of sterner stuff. Taya's going to have a fit when she hears about this. Stand back. It's about to get cramped in here.
Is he gonna fully prime? Is that what's happening?
That's more like it.
Clive, look.
The rest of it isn't just gonna like, oh, it's gonna say collapse on us.
Sid!
Oh, the mother crystal's holding back some like super evil.
Come to me. I can't do this without you. Not again. Where are you?
There's something familiar about this big evil guy's face. I can't really figure out what it is exactly.
Where the hell am I?
Is this gonna be like Zodiac or something? Is that what I'm looking at?
I've been here before.
Typhon has been repelled. Is this Typhon?
You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. It's still alive. Get out of my head! I don't answer to you.
Oh, I hit nothing.
I'm leaving, one way or another. You're finished! It's over.
Oh, balls. Okay. Yeah, those look like they would hurt. I did the wrong ability. Why am I not? Okay, I'm pressing the wrong button to switch. They're also squishy as hell. I don't have to sit back.
Stay down!
I wanted to do the counter and I kept pressing the wrong button to switch back to flame.
What else can he do?
I got an achievement. Alright, next. One sec, the cat. Let me out. I like cats, but it's amazing how dumb they can be. Like, every time they ask, like, they'll sit in front of the door to, like, be let out, and sometimes they'll meow, but that, like, they'll always sit, like, right in front of the door. right where the door's gonna open and push them out of the way, but they always sit there every time, and every time the door like pushes them out of the way a little bit, and I'm just like, it'd be so easy if you just like step to the side by like a couple inches, but they never fucking do. Like never.
That power isn't yours. But this is mine.
Is this how I absorb the power of Ramu? Oh dang!
I remember now. I am fire.
Yeah, you are.
I am Ifrit!
Alright, melee range, evade, jump. Ability mastery is share 5. Okay. Press triangle after executing a fireball burst. Perform a devastating melee finish on his backdraft. I see. Oh, I can sprint. Oh, that looks good. Can do? He's like, hey, use your dodge. I'm like, okay. What was Heat Rush? Hold on, I just did a thing. Heat Rush. Oh! Also, I have... Oh, okay, I do have, like, all the same abilities. Like, the same, like, button executions. Firelight? Oh, I didn't even notice. I guess they have potions.
It's done.
Oh, come on. I mean, I could handle this, but come on.
How many more can there be? Fuck.
Huh. He's all blonde now.
As you wish.
Hyphen the transgressor. Could barely dodge that. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Okay then. Well, that sucks. Okay, I did that poorly. I did that poorly. What's stuck on his goddamn body? Precision counter shot. Oh, I don't know how I just got in midair like that, but this is cool as shit. I don't know how I dodged that one. Game's dope. What? But I dodged the thing. My arm's up. We still got the Hellfire. Ba-ba-da. 870 experience, holy shit. Noise. Flames of Rebirth. Which ability? I forget which ability that is.
Clive!
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't. I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him...
His eyes are terrifying.
Think again.
Sid.
One left. That'll do me.
Try not to talk.
Clive. For so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice.
Don't do this.
The rest is in your hands. The crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free,
Stop.
is. I can think of none better than you.
I had a feeling Sid was gonna die at some point. I didn't think it'd be right now, though. Man, Sid was cool.
Never was so faith. Never more universally. Nemi omnaatena nessulive.
In ashen grip, let ember glow, to kindle flames anew. I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner. Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
I don't know if Ultima's ever been a person before.
You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Breath of mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
Will leave my brother alone. This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
Joshua.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am?
I assume this is gonna kill him.
Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
God, imagine just being a regular citizen in one of these cities and like this happens. Like, what the fuck? This is at the hideaway, like Sid's hideaway? Oh shit, it is!
He must be here. Must! Can't fail Lord Kupka again!
It's Kupka, not Kupka.
We're all fucking dead! Sid, help us! Where is he? You'll do! Bastard!
Dang. Gav's cool too, I don't want him to die.
Gav, we've got to go!
Not without this! Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas? That won't be necessary.
Guess we can't really ignore Titan anymore, can we?
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
This doesn't cost nice.
The
My
finest
camera just
silks
kind of
from the
block
master
like when it's
weavers
like, hey,
of
this is where you are now.
Come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds.
This is the
None of the
Dalmatian
old courses
Republic.
You'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir.
ointments,
It's all
poultices.
fresh.
Calmatives,
Picked this very
curatives,
morning.
restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
This is 5 years later. Holy shit.
It's good to see you, Sid.
Huh?
What have we learned? The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
I feel like Clive's, like, red vest has gotten tighter than it was before.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw.
Sid's here.
Come on.
I want cool electric powers. Oh, I see that caster in the back.
The bearers.
Safe.
Power of thunder. I get thunderstorm. Blind justice can be used to lock onto and launch a barrage of ball lightning up to 6 targets. Well, lightning will temporarily remain affixed to the targets and can be ignited to deal additional damage by pressing circle. Cool.
Sid dies here.
That's pretty cool.
The outlaw's in here. Bring me his head.
I originally thought I had to hold circle. It's like, how do I move the camera and hold circle when it's supposed to be the same hand?
How many are there? Titan sends his regards.
Oh. I thought I had a... I thought I had a lot more enemy to kill.
Let him play with the kitten.
Oh, I should have saved my limit burst.
They brought a pet. You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Fucking easy. I should have done this first. My powers would have done more damage, but that's okay. Oh, fucking parried midair. Hell yeah. God, I can just spam my fucking abilities. Maybe now I could add like that super long cooldown one because I have access to so many others now. Or it doesn't really matter if one of them has a really long cooldown. What? Defeated a boss without taking damage. There's a fucking no damage thing. But I also got like an in-game medal. Like,
to hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you.
Do you hear me? They used us as bait! Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be!
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
Ooh, the crystal's gone. I wonder if the blights moved at all. It looks about the same. Like, maybe this is encroached a little bit further. Maybe that's a little bit bigger. I don't think that was there before. I don't think that was there either. Maybe. I could just be imagining it.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
This is a cool hideaway. I'm a fan. Home, sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
As always. The hideaway, established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Sid after his former leader's passing and Titan's destruction of the old hideaway. Here, a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it is located in the center of a lake, Benumir, across whose waters any invaded enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Let's see. Clive Rosfield, an Imperial bearer turned ally of Sid the Outlaw. In truth, however, he is something much more. Not only the firstborn of the Archduke of Rosaria, but also the dominant of Ifrit, with the ability to absorb the powers of other icons. In the 5 years since the fall of Drake's head and the death of his mentor, he and Jill have strived to continue Sid's legacy, the light of Ramu forever in his heart. Obelis, an old friend of Otto's from his merchant seaman days, now serving as ferryman between the shores of Benamir and Clive's hideaway. Knowing him to be a trustworthy and tight-lipped fellow, Otto invited him to join their cause after Sid's death, that he and his trusty skiff might help them build and operate their new hideaway in the lake. Okay, so I got like a medal or something? I don't know if that's like an actual item in here. Displayed in Clive's chambers. A reminder of a promise made. Oh, the crystal with the swords in it. Here we go. Awarded for defeating the Republican War Panther in Costanice without suffering any damage. Okay. I wonder if there's like a secret. Like if you get every medal of valor in the game, there's like a secret thing. That would be cool. Still have no idea how to level up Torgal's pedigree. There's probably no gear or anything. Attack plus 7 isn't really doing much for me anymore, so I have ignition equipped, so I may as well. So there's supposed to be 8 icons, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to say there's only room for 7 on this wheel. Oh no. 1, 3, 5, 7. Yeah. There's only room for 7 on this wheel. So which one are we not getting? Master, increased number of lock-ons. Sure, why not? Lightning rock. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck, chains lightning to other nearby enemies. Okay. Massive damage to a single target. Don't have a lot of skill points. Master, it reduces time required to charge. That's the main reason why I'm not doing it very much, is it just takes too long. Let's max those out.
Welcome back.
I should save. Okay, that's where all the shops and stuff are.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Again! I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying on this time.
Tis.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten peel.
I like a good spoony bard.
Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mead.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
To marinate yard chocobo. Lard the breast with boar bacon.
Oh, sadly.
Anything else in here? Oh, against the wind. Which one was this?
Welcome back, Sid.
Who the hell are you?
How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
Alright. How much gil do I even have?
Oh, keep your mug handy.
Oh, I have 28,000. How much did it cost to get around for the place? 10,000? Sure, why not?
As if setting our people free wasn't enough. Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
Nothing like getting everyone drunk in the middle of the day.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. Thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for me wares.
The only drawback.
The constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still.
If a pain in the ear holds the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I got myself a bargain. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them, they just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that, come what may, Sid will save us.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Oh, I should not have spent all my money. Increase limit break I don't need more limit break generation. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. This effect will not trigger unless the ability charge magic is learned. Huh. It's kind of neat. Gil earned. Don't I have one of these? Ooh, XP earned. Ability points earned in normal encounters. I think I'd rather do ability. If I was going to do anything, it would be ability points. I don't know if I want to spend all of my gil right now, though. Oh, I can use elixirs now? What do I have to sell that's like for money only?
I reckon I can find a buyer.
That was it.
Is
Okay.
that all?
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have a blackthorn.
No goods lived.
You're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you?
No,
We've
it's
a
fine.
fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Or perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
Maybe. I don't need to commence training. Oh, there's 2 new ones. Oh, I mean, that one was really short, I guess. Time limit 40 minutes? No high score available. Well, I guess because I've never redone them, right? You turn cutscenes on and off. Grid view. Okay, okay. Just make the dots go away. Any new appearances? I'm gonna go back to normal Torgal for a little bit. want to put Invictus on. It's such a good looking sword.
Have you been to the toll?
Off limits, that means you. Suppose it does mean me.
I got ya. Things here ain't too bad.
We got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, an apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is alright and all, thanks to old Thid's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure.
Nah.
I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout.
You forgotten already?
Yes, I have.
Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
That don't mean I don't intend on doing it again.
Well, St. Fordian, do you?
New sword.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Is there anything to reinforce, though? Not really.
And?
Yeah. Oh, now I'm curious what the 11 bolt looks like, so I gotta take this skin off. Ooh. Skin off.
Told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. Secrets in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
This is Clive's room. It is Wall of Memories. It is the oath. That's all I got. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid, this crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers. The powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Is the, like, encyclopedia dude here? Doesn't look like it. I mean, if he was gonna be anywhere, it'd be in a place called the Shelves. Everything looks like slightly too dim. Let me just see if it's my monitor. No, it's where it is. I'm just gonna turn the game up slightly. I feel like I'm constantly like squinting. I'm like, it's just ever so slightly too dark. Just a tiny bit. Go up by 1. Maybe 2. But now it looks kind of washed out. We'll just sit at 5. Fine.
Clive, is everything all right?
Fine. Everything's fine. Oh, the Moogle lived.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished? I ain't started.
Talk to the Moogle first. All in good time. All in good time. This is gonna be like a side quest board, isn't it?
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Hello.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor, a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
I'm very glad for this. It's nice to have, like,
in Twinside.
when there's more political shit going on in a game's world, having just, like, a nice overview, visually showing you where the fuck everything is. It's so helpful.
Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
A history of Alistair jurisprudence? I don't know what jurisprudence is. I knew he was in the shelves. Where else would he be?
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Cool, cool.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
What? There's one on the ship? What?
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
But also, I should read some more encyclopedia and also ask all of the questions.
Look around you.
Well, this is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme. In 5 short years, we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge.
Still,
there is much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can.
Why?
One day, a chronicle of our own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here?
To Benamir and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen our journey can continue. Here in the belly of the Leviathan, untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, and here may it burn for 1,000 more.
I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's cradle the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
And thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal. And that happiness lost may be found again.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. What subject shall we consider today?
There's gonna be so many new entries. Sid the Outlaw, leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's head in 873. With this single act of infamy, Sid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valistea and beyond. Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Victor, a friend of Sid's and later Clive's, who keeps an ever-attentive vigil on the comings and goings in Dalmekia from his hometown of Kostnis. Kostnis, a town located in the rugged northern reaches of the Dalmekian Republic. Though it was once a thriving trading post, the coming of the Blight has served to both discourage travelers as well as drive off long-time residents. All that now remain are refugees fleeing from elsewhere, the black marketeers who prey upon them, and barely enough soldiers to keep the peace, or rather to pretend to when they're not being bribed to look the other way. Fall of the Hideaway, an assault by Hugo Kuka, dominant of Titan, and his private guard on the first hideaway of Sid the Outlaw in the year 873. The safe haven, established almost forgotten ruins long consumed by the Blight, was entirely destroyed, and many of Sid's collaborators and the bearers they had freed from servitude were slain. Oh my god, there's new stuff for like fucking everybody. Ultima, an otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in the cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Medicine Girl, an orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. Mysterious Watcher, a scion of a lesser noble family of Dalmekia, tasked by Hugo Kuka to trace the whereabouts of Sid the Outlaw, the man he believes slew Benedicta Harmon. His investigations lead him to Eastpool, where he overhears Clive and Gav's conversation and follows them back to Sid's hideaway. The High Cardinal, first and foremost of the 5 cardinals who make up the Council of Elders, second only to the Holy Emperor in the Imperial government. It is his role to lead the council in governing Sembrek in the Emperor's stead, and providing the latter does not overrule his decisions, but his authority is absolute. Got Tet, one of the pair of young twins who assist Harpocrates in the Hideaway Library, or at least are tasked to. In practice, he spends most of his time reading books and teasing tomes with his sister Crow. Though their parents were both bearers, Tet was spared the burden. Alas, he was not spared the tragedy of losing both his mother and father when Sid's hideaway was laid low. Crow, one of a pair of young twins who assist Harpocrates in the Hideaway Library, or at least are tasked to. In practice, she spends most of her time reading books and teasing tomes with her brother Tet. Born a bearer like her parents, but spared the prejudice and persecution that they were forced to suffer. Alas, she was not spared the tragedy of losing both her mother and father when Sid's hideaway was laid low. Harpocrates II Hyperboreos, Hideaway's resident historian. What's with the emblem in the top right? After Sid's death and the destruction of his home, he joined Clive at the new hideaway, establishing a grand library within the walls of the fallen ruin, from whence he continues to share his knowledge with any who will listen. He has taken the orphaned twins Tet and Crow as his apprentices, though they have yet to prove the most attentive audience. We've Goat, Otto's loyal lackey, tasked not only with keeping the ledgers, but with reading and sorting the myriad reports that enter the hideaway and arranging assistance for those in need. Born a bearer, Goat was kept a slave to an Oriflamme tavern, whose keeper would beat him bloody. After being thrown out into the city streets as punishment for a minor mistake, it was his fortune to be found by Otto, who took him back to the hideaway. And I assume is now dead? I don't know. Maeve, landlady of the Tub and Crown, the hideaway's much-loved alehouse. Though she was born in Rosaria, her enslavement as a bearer saw her transported to Sambrec to work its wheat fields. However, when the farmer was unhappy with the harvest and thought to make an example of her for her fellow slaves, the curse breakers stepped in to instead teach him the error of his ways. Kenneth, a chief cook at Sid's hideaway who lost his life on the night of Hugo Kupka's attack. He was well loved both for his ever-genial nature and the toothsome fare he concocted from the limited ingredients available in their deadland home. Indeed, many of Kenneth's dishes remained on the menu in Clive's new hideaway.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
My voice is going, so I can only read so many at once.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Oh, hi, Jill.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Missives. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the highway. Okay. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twin Side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon... What does that mean? I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. What is... Hold on. What is he threatening to do to me? Wear meaning... Pottery, typically that... Okay, it's not pottery. Archaic. Adjective. Aware. Oh, it's just aware. Make you aware. Okay. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
To what? Destroy another Mother Crystal?
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to turn
Every
stone.
burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
So which one are we going after? Is it Hugo's crystal? Because they're the ones with an army that's away. I assume it zoomed in on where we're going, and I don't know where that was on the map. Presumably, if Joshua wanted to, like, come to us, surely he knows where we are.
And so the North is lost.
And where our hideaway is.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Why does everyone go missing or die? Like, Martha's cool.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway. claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Oh, there's side quests now.
Clive, Sid. Cole and his men left earlier. I can have another party ready, if you deem it necessary.
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand? It's that I don't trust the Empire to show any of us any mercy if we get in their way.
Oh, it's way down there.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her. And how may I assist you today? One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life. And we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Elistea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Till Sam Brack elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed. Even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him.
Allow me to educate you.
By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm, learn more about the current goings-on of Elistea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Comprehensive grid of important persons and their respective relationships.
I have the details here.
The Grand Cast. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Inner Voice, an all-new feature, is now accessible. Inner Voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character with select, I think, to hear their innermost thoughts on other members of the cast. Okay, so this is when he was a kid. We had the Night of Flames. Death of the Defile. Cloaks and Daggers. This is when he like got to the hideaway. And this Care Norvent. Man, this is like in-depth as hell. Alabama's Taurus, Salvation of the King's Fall. End of East Pool. Ooh. Ramu, the Warden of Thunder, whose power was... I don't know if I've read this before. Hidden Truths. Dominance of the icon most often emerge among descendants of the Motes of Thunder, a tribe who once dwelled in the lands of Central Ash. Lands that the Kingdom of Waloed now lays claim to, mayhap in part due to the tribe's comparatively advanced learning. Ramu is associated with wisdom and judgment to this day. Pay a visit to Mother. So, like, hold on. Okay, so, like, these little bits here are the inner thoughts. She's stronger than I remember. We make a strong pact. My friend and hunting partner. She went underground. I mean, yeah. That's kind of neat. Your cause is mine. He seems capable. Thank you. Does that change? I don't deserve his help. Thank you. All right, all right. Man, you can really... Okay, this is just... Okay, that's insane.
Study it well, Clive.
Situation map. Here you can view a detailed overview of current past events. Okay. That's Rosaria. What is this? Have I never read this before? A bitterly cold region in the northern reaches of the continent of Storm. It was originally home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Eye, around which a series of small nations sprang up, nations whose belligerence proved troublesome for Rosaria over the centuries. In time, however, the mother crystal's power dwindled, and with it the power of these warlike nations. With the Blight encroaching on their territory evermore, the remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Elwyn Rosfield of Rosaria in year 854. Bitterly cold corner of Storm's most northerly reaches, a loose collection of nations that sprang up around the region's erstwhile Mother Crystal Drake's Eye were united and pacified. However, in the years following Rosaria's annexation by the Empire, a combination of both the Blight's inexorable advance and Sembrek's lack of interest in the territories has only worked to quicken the area's destabilization. Okay. There's that bit. And then there's the Night of Flames when the Holy Empire came in. Then all that came and all that happened. Death and the Defile. Oh yeah, this is where we started, and this is where we get Jill back. Then we move to that. It's now part of the Empire. We went to Phoenix Gate, and then they showed up and destroyed East Pool. Meanwhile, like, Hugo was doing that while we were up here. Empire's New Dominion. Okay, there's Costnice. That's good to know. Now we're gonna head to Martha's Rest. While they, like, do some fighting over here.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Yes.
If you need volunteers, just say the word.
How is there a new orchestrion thing? What?
And our band when it comes to the old fisticuffs.
cool that the game gives you like the opportunity to go super in depth and have like a full understanding of everything going on in the entire world.
Welcome back, Sid.
There's a lot of games like this where it's like, we'll have all the things going, but then there's nothing to like really help you like get a firm grasp. It's just like, yeah, remember all these details we're saying to you in random dialogue.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Alright. Slay thorny thistles. I almost said thisters. Thorny thisters. Alright, and that's just like right there. There's no other quests. Let's go. It's all foggy and shit. That's still cut off. That's now cut off for some reason. I wonder if I can do anything there. Probably not. Probably like an end game thing, opening that door. I believe it's that tower.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Oh, it charges really fast now.
Farewell.
Got a bunch of pitch of wax.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this.
Didn't I see an item here somewhere? Maybe I picked it up mid-combat.
After it.
Well,
Did you find me some wax?
Sure
Fine
did.
is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Wait, what is this green currency? I didn't even notice I was getting a new kind of currency. What the fuck? The fuck is that? If it was gonna show anywhere, it'd be on this screen, but like I don't see it. All right. I'll find out at some point, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the Moogle board that that unlocks later.
We need to find the others.
Ooh, this place looks shitty.
Fucking Imperials. If they hurt Martha, they'll have their own rest to answer to. Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Culling
is
sounds
right.
bad.
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling? Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Anything catch your eye?
Not yet. Increases stone skin tonic duration by 30 seconds. That's pretty good.
There you go.
Won't hurt to have one. Let's buy one of these.
Much obliged.
And the cheaper one.
There you go.
Instantly restores all HP.
Take care out there, eh?
Oi, look sharp! Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
This area has always given me like frame drops in the game, and I feel like fog is just gonna make it worse.
If those
exhausted's touching air on Martha's head.
Enough of you, are there?
Well, oh. I can assign multiple to the same target? That's ridiculous. I can now charge my sword while I'm doing the down thrust. That's really good. That's insanely good. I'm glad I upgraded the charge times for that.
Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Oh, that was bad. That's a lot of shit I can just throw onto them. We'll let another cat out. Yes, I had 2 cats in my room originally. I leave my door open for like literally 10 seconds. Like I can just like leave it open to go to the bathroom and I come back and both cats are just like run into my room. And then it doesn't take very long before they're like, no, let me out. And I'm like, why did you want in here in the first place? Like, they always want in here so bad and then they get in here and they're like, I don't care.
No.
Damn it. I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On
My
these
controller's dying.
swords
Fuck.
we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
No, it will not. Oh, it says on the left. I didn't even notice. Did I take damage? I don't think I took damage.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
I got 60 bloody hides for that?
I
Holy
didn't see
crap.
the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The Cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Alright. Gonna make our way there. Before I do, though, I'm gonna take my first break of the evening. Been 2 hours. I've just been sitting here. I haven't even moved. So, I'll be right back.